It almost leaked about a week ago, and we sent in S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and there was a lot of declassifying. Look, we get asked this a lot at Marvel, which is, why do you guys play this way? Why are you so careful about security? And the truth of the matter is, it's like telling a joke. If what happened is all you have is the punchline ahead of time, I don't know if you've ever had that ability where suddenly you're telling a joke and you're getting all excited and here it comes and I'm going to get to do it, and then somebody to the left goes, "It's a kitten." And you go, "Oh, thanks, that was a lot of fun." So we're just trying to, protect our kittens.
And then kill them later. Because it's a job show.
Exactly.
He goes, "Let's give him a puppy, and then you'll love the puppy, and then we'll kill the puppy."
because it's an evil puppy.
I mean, when you have Game of Thrones on, which spends millions of dollars an episode and shoots on 3 continents, that's spectacular. You love that. Yes. And so, how can we do that on a network show? And I mean, every penny is on screen, and so ABC and Marvel have been generous with the budget. We're telling this kind of stories, but we also think that our cast will be able to, once you get to know them in a couple episodes, you'll be very happy to spend time with them, even if the sun isn't melting Australia.
And
spoiler alert.
Okay, episode 4. Thank you very much. Look, it's very important to us, obviously, that as Marvel gets into television, there's obviously the question in everyone's mind is, how is this going to work when you have these gigantic tentpole movies and then you're on television, as though it's something you should apologize for. And the reality of it is that television has an intimacy that is very different from the movies. When you go to the movies, you absolutely laugh, you cry, you think it's the most wonderful thing in the world, but it's huge and it's epic, and that's what you want it to be. You want it to be this epic adventure of the human spirit. But when you're in television, you want to have an intimacy, and what's happened to us now, the way that we watch television is, yes, we have our 60-inch and 80-inch big screens, but we also watch them on our laptops. We also watch them on our tablets, and oh my gosh, now we're watching them on our phones. And so what's more intimate than the thing that's touching your face is now the thing that you're watching the show. So we need to make sure that Jeph and Jed and Marissa and Joss, when they're telling the stories, that you have that kind of intimacy, that you really feel like you love these people and that you want to know what's going to happen to them, and that the danger and the action and excitement is all part of it, but it's just as much fun as them sitting around and talking about what's going on in their lives or why they're damaged or whatever it is that they're going to do. Maybe a little bit damaged. We're not a body of the week show. That's the thing. It's not, one of the things that Jeph likes to talk about is aspirational.
To me, the Marvel movies, like I come out, big things happen, but I kind of feel like good adrenaline versus I just made it through a war, like some movies. And I like that. I like that they are hopeful. I like that they're in the real world, and I like that those stories are full of people who care and are heroic in a world of, there's so many, cable is anti-hero world, and some of that is cool and some of it is just way too much for me. I love that Agent Coulson is a hero. I love that Agent Coulson is an optimist and a collector, and I love those qualities about his character, and we surround him with characters who I think support that really nicely.
That Fitz and Simmons, love science, love the tech and the geek and all of that. I mean, it's important to get out there and have people who are heroic in ways. One of the things that, to quote our own ad copy, not all heroes are super. That's really a theme of our show, and it's not just because we can't have 30 Iron Men show up at the very end of our 42 minutes, but it's also because we live in a world where it's hard sometimes, and being able to know that every single person that sits at this table could be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. because you all have a special gift of your own, and bringing that gift into our show is the reason why we made the show.
Another aspect of the pilot, the antagonist isn't a villain. You know, he's a guy who wants to do the right thing, and I think we like the complexity of that, and we hope to tell stories where it's not just, you know, evil suits and evil monsters, but more conflicted, interesting characters. Huge. Funny, sad, wondrous, beautiful. That's what you see in the room. We're looking for those qualities in the story. If we can hit all four of those, I think we've done a good job. We hope that, I mean, there's characters from the Marvel Universe, the comic universe. We want to draw upon Marvel gear and gag and people and references that people will get. And there's the Marvel movie universe, and there might be opportunities for us to connect with that. Or, I mean, Kobe was in the pilot, which was
amazing.
Was super cool.
You know, that's the thing about the Marvel Universe is that it is this incredibly wondrous place, and it's actually one of the things that I really love about Marvel's The Avengers movie is that, you know, it's a war movie, it's an alien invasion movie, it's an intimate, you know, putting together of a team
weird
movie.
Period costume drama.
It's a weird period costume drama.
People wearing the horns.
You know, it's all those things, and that, you know, when we first started talking about S.H.I.E.L.D. was that what I thought was delightful was that you could, as you were on the streets of New York and there was battling going on, you sort of felt like if you just took the camera and you went down the street this way and up a block, there were a whole bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents doing a whole bunch of stuff that we never got to see. Well, now we get to see, and that'll be super cool. There's no formula. Good storytelling is good storytelling. So if there's something that we can do that, what'll happen is you know, the writers' room will hit on something, and then towards the end of the day, Jeph and Jed and Marissa and I will be sitting around, and they'll go, what if we did this? And I'll go, cool, like maybe we could, or they go the other way, which is, can we use blah, blah, blah? And then we go and we find out whether or not that's something that we can use.